Are the present zoning laws helping Jacksonville grow?
So no, and it's really interesting. So one of the things I was most excited about when this last administration came into office is there was a lot of talk, even at the inauguration for the person that most of us voted for, that there'd be liaisons for business and that we would change the business ground. That was very exciting because it was something Jacksonville's needed for many years. And very little of that happened, if any. I haven't seen any signs on the street that it's easier to do business here. A good example is a district called the Railroad District, and it's a set of business people, large number and a big footprint, and they have all struggled because they have eclectic buildings. They have they're repurposing old structures to do new businesses. And the laws are very strict on many of those things unnecessarily. There are ways to deal. I was a certified fire inspector, so I know, I was a state fire marshal qualified person for many years, and laws are made to accommodate, not block, and they're being applied to the maximum level. Not just fire laws, by the way, but local ordinances, building codes, all of these things. They make it almost impossible to do something interesting and new and exciting with spaces that are challenging to start with. We really need to get creative in that area. We need to stop being picking the largest, hardest obstacle and figure out ways to make sure that public safety concerns are all met. That's critical, number one thing. If you're going to do a space meeting or something of that nature, you got to be able to vacate people, deal with the fire issues, deal with the safety issues, make sure it's structurally sound, all that. But we're taking all of these businesses to the maximum level of compliance instead of looking for the least expensive way to comply. And I would go with the second model as a leader. I think that's a better way to work, is don't try and add everything to it. Make it safe, but affordable, and that's what needs to happen. And right now, that's not what we have. It's the most challenging business environment that we've had in a long time, and it was supposed to get better.
Okay. My last question, sir, is can you sum up what you would like to do in your first 6 months in office?
So the reason I'm running probably more than anything else is to return the people's voice back to the government, remove some layers that happen. A lot of our government functions in the back room right now, where it used to, and by law should, function in sunshine.